What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? This is Gangsta Astrology and Rap Beef, and today we got it coming at you, BG. Really understand. I don't know how many views this joker got right here, but I got to react to it right here. For those who know my story, for those that don't, I'm probably gonna keep saying it until I get to maybe 1,000 subscribers or something like that. So right now we only have 400 and something. So I did 24 years straight off of a 27 to 40 year sentence, and I completed that joker. And so I definitely, anything that I push out is gonna be pro towards people that's didn't live that life and that's been in that area, because those are my peers. Before we go, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, but definitely share. I'm ultimately gonna get up to the 500, and the 500 is what you need for the 500 is what you need for the to be monetized or whatever, but 3,000 hours is what you need, and that's where I'm lacking at. I don't know if they playing with the hours or whatever the case might be, but that's what I need your help with, so probably share this too. Without further ado, let's make it do what it do.
Real nigga shit, real nigga vibes. It's for a certain type of nigga. If you done been to jail before, you really understand how hard that time be when no one there to hold your hand. You hearing from the streets that your bitch got a new man. Can't wait to get released so you can go run up that bag. I walked out my sentence and watching my mom in tears when I was.
Well, hold on. So I'm gonna talk on this. I'm gonna chop this joker up. I got to. So let's start off. Let's deal with what he's talking about. Well, first of all, it's a good segue how he show him talking to his lawyer, and then, next thing you know, that bit is about to start or something, and that's how it be. Your lawyer come to see you before you go to your sentencing to go over your PSI and what they saying about your pre-sentence investigation. Then you getting ready to go to sentencing. If you getting ready to get bolted up, you looking like, man, this motherfucker done sold me out, or whatever the case may be, and then you get those letters. Yeah, well, first of all, you got people coming through the county jail, and your man's coming from the hood through the county jail, and everybody that come through the county jail ain't going upstate. Everybody that come through the county jail ain't going to prison. And so they coming through and they giving you stories, giving you updates on what's going on in the hood. A lot of those updates gonna be, oh yeah, your girl, she fucking around with Blase Splee, a cat that you figured she was creeping with anyway. Or sometimes she end up messing with your mans that you cut off of the case, or something like that. So it's always some bullshit going on about your girl and all of those news. And so in that county jail, you gotta learn how to process that and don't simp out on it. Yeah. Hell yeah. And those bunks, oh my God, fucking mats. Listen, man, I slept on a mat. A mat, not a mattress, a mat. Like this thick for 24 years. A mat this thick. Looking at the mirrors inside of the cell and everything. You can't even make out your face inside of there. Oh, and right now I got some dumbass saying, well, you should have did what you did. Oh yeah, okay. I'm telling you what it is. That's what the fuck it is.
From the streets that your bitch got a new man. Can't wait to get released so you can go run up that bag. I walked out my sentence and watching my mom in tears. When I was growing up, this was one of the things she feared. Once she left court and made it back to the crib, I called, she said I cried cause I was proud that you ain't tell. All I could do was smile, you don't know how that made me feel. I held my head up and started walking down them years. One by one, all them bitches started to disappear. But I ain't even trip, I leased a new hoe every year. Came home and ran them M's up, paid all my mama bills up. The streets waited for me, they paid homage to her.
Alright, so look. So now, and this be a mix too, right? You end up losing a lot of faith in people that you grew up probably idolizing that you shouldn't have grew up idolizing. But he said his mama was proud of him that he didn't tell, that he didn't rat, and that right there, man, I could see how that made him proud. I could see how that made him feel, because so many times you be dealing with people, man, people that you never expected to come from. They'll come up to visit, or they'll send a letter or something, and they'll just be like, save yourself, you know, in other words, telling you to rat, you know. And some of these be the people that you looked up to growing up, thinking that they was solid, because you ain't know what solid was. So they was your example of what was solid, and some of them was putting on the hits and acting like they was street and all of that, you know, and then try to encourage you to rat, talking about save yourself, you know, talking about, you know, you the most important one, and then to have a mama that's riding with you like that, man, listen, that got to be the best, you know, because a lot of times the mothers don't know about the system, you know, and the younger you is, the worse that it is, because they try to get you to tell on other people, you know, and they try to get you to take cops and everything, you know, because the lawyer pressuring them. Your lawyer pressuring them, tell them, well, why don't you try to get them to take this cop? So they'll come up there after you done been locked up, probably first time away from home and all of that, you know, and telling you, I ain't gonna come up and see you no more. Maybe if you go and take the plea and go to prison, I'll come to see ya. You know, and then you tired of eating this slop on the shit on the slop food and all of that, and then all of your support leaving. You know, and so that's why so many people talking about the conviction rate. The conviction rate is so high because people be taking pleas, and people be taking pleas because the conditions is deplorable. And when you don't have a good support system in, and you ain't been through there, and you ain't been properly groomed, you know, then you take that cop. And sometimes it's for the best, sometimes it's not. You know your situation better than anybody. But yeah, I felt that.
Up and started walking down them years. One by one, all them bitches started to disappear. But I ain't even trip, I leased a new hoe every year. Came home and ran them M's up, paid all my mama bills up. The streets waited for me, they paid homage to a real one. Yeah, I still a kill something. Yeah, niggas still thudding. Bling Bling came out in 99 and all my watches still flooded. If you didn't been to jail before, you really understand how hard that time be when no one there to hold your hand. You hearing from the streets that your bitch got a new man. Can't wait to get released so you can go run up that bag. I'm laying in my cell looking at pictures of my kids, trying to think how I'ma say I'ma miss Christmas again.
Damn, man, look. So I'm looking at that, right? And during the time that those pictures on the wall, oh my God, man, you know, that it bring back memories, but you be trying to forget and get that shit out of your head, but you can't really forget, you know, because it's stuck in your head. I mean, it's your experience, it's what you live. And that's the only property that you got damn near. Other than you might have a TV, you might have some headphones, you know, now they give them J-pads and shit like that, you know, but they don't give it to them, they let you buy them. You know, because don't make no mistake about it, you ain't getting shit free. And you paying triple of what they paying out here. Believe that. Those little tubes that you get for $1 at Dollar Tree, or what they call it, Dollar Tree Plus now, that costs $1 or $1.15, they charging them $3 for that. You know, and these people that's making 17 cents a day, you know, $1, 31 cents an hour if you got a good job. You know, slavery is legal, man, if according to the 13th Amendment, if you've been convicted of a crime. And so for everybody that be talking about, you know, wondering why I take the side of the convict, why I take the side of the people incarcerated, man, it's a whole nother thing. This shit extends beyond race. You know, it's a big part is embedded in it, you know, but it extends beyond that, because you getting treated biased from people that look like you, from people that don't look like you, from everybody. We all we got.
And that pictures of my kids, trying to think how I'ma say I'ma miss Christmas again. I'm looking at my sons and they looking like my twins. I'm scared for my little daughters, they little titties getting big. Then mail call come, you don't even hear your name. You try to call your bitch, get the machine on the first ring. Deep down inside, that make a nigga feel played. Cause 9 times out of 10, you know she probably giving head. It ain't even count time, you hopping in the bed, strategizing to yourself, how the fuck you gon' play it? A player like me, I ain't gonna even bring it up.
Hey, look, and he right too. And I'm gonna let that part play again, cause you gotta catch it. Matter of fact, let me push that rewind. But man, that is how it be. You know, you get to calling people. So look, this how it go. when you first get locked up, people answering your calls, depending on what kind of buzz you got. If you a street dude, if you're on some of the other cases, you might not even have nobody, you know what I'm saying? You might just be calling your mama or something like that, But, people answering your calls, what up, they just to be able to say that they hollered at you, right? And then after you get sentenced, that shit change. While you in there, that shit change, The females, used to be happy to hear from you, as soon as you call, the goddamn phone going straight to the answer machine, so that they saw as you, and they just not taking the call. And being on the other side of it now, sometimes they just be busy, sometimes they at work, sometimes they can't take the call. But when you on the other side of it, you just thinking of, oh, these motherfuckers dodging me, they fuck them, you know what I'm saying? Now that I'm caught up, they trying to play me like that. That's how you be thinking. But being on the other side of it now, that ain't always like it is. Sometimes they're in the middle of a situation and they can't necessarily pick up the phone right then, but that's how I gotta be feeling.
How the fuck you gon' play it? A player like me, I ain't gon' even bring it up. Visitation next week and I still need that sack to come. If you done been to jail before, you really understand how hard that time be when no one there to hold your hand. You hearing from the streets that your bitch got a new man. Can't wait to get released so you can go run up that bag. I'm telling you, all the real niggas doing time. I know y'all feel this shit, man. You gotta keep your motherfucking head up. I started my big in Beaumont FCI. Then they put me on tour through that motherfucker. I'm talking about a BOP tour, man, from McCrary all the way to Lewisburg Smooth Program, and down to Coleman 1, then back to Lewisburg Smooth Program, man, to Williamsburg, motherfucking Manchester. Hung out in Atlanta during the pandemic for a year, man. Shout out to my nigga Freeze, you know what I'm saying? We had that bitch in the chokehold. You know what I'm talking about? Big Sandy, you know what I'm saying? Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Then I ended that bitch way out in Hurlong, California, some motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? But, dropped that whole bid, man. That shit wasn't easy. I had a smoother support system, but man, them hoes was in and out on a real nigga, man. But I ain't tripping, though. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga done that shit like a real nigga supposed to. You heard me? One foot in front of the other, head up, chest out. You know what I'm saying? I did my time and my integrity did it with me. You feel me? I ain't take no nigga with me. You know what I'm saying? Every day I wake up, you know what I'm saying? I can smile at what I see. You heard me? Niggas standing on the cold, man. On what's real, man. These bitch ass niggas out here faking.
So I definitely give that 2 thumbs up. He said some real stuff in there, but I want to note this, right? So the bit that he did ain't the bit that the average person in there do, and that's not saying that it wasn't a hard bit for him, because he didn't live the average life. So what freedom meant to him, it was different from what freedom meant to somebody else. But both of the meaning of freedoms to them is significant. BG went in there, and this will go for BG. This will go to Tory Lanez. It'll go to anybody that got a name that end up getting locked up, that got fame that end up getting locked up. If they solid, then they bit gonna do good. They still gonna have people looking out for them. They still gonna be getting visits. The mail might drop off. The mail gonna drop off, but they still gonna get it. But compare that to somebody that didn't have all of that. Somebody that the only thing that they really got is they self. And they might have 1 or 2 people that's still coming, but your mind get to playing tricks and shit on you in there, and so if the same people coming up to visit you, you ain't got no females or nothing that's coming up, you know what I'm saying? The shit get to playing tricks on you, so you find yourself in the box. You go to the box to get solitude. You plug somebody. Now they do double sell and shit in the box and everything. But you not anything could happen. You get on the phone, female talking crazy as hell to you, somebody else talking crazy as hell to you. They saying stuff that is no way on God's green earth they would have said to you in your face. And so the first thing you do, you get off the phone. The first person that do something where you might could have gave them a pass, they about to get all of that action. They about to get all of that action. You're going to find yourself up in the box if you get caught 9 times out of 10. Well, no, you ain't going to always get caught. It depends on what the situation is over and who it is that you do it to, right? The more realer people that you do it to, the less you're going to get caught, because it's going to be more pressure on them not to tell, but they still will tell, man. So to do that time and not take nobody with you, my thing was, it don't make sense for 2 people to go get locked up for one body. You know what I'm saying? So if I did something, then I'll cut you. I'll cut you off of there. That's on me. And people are still telling on you. They're still telling you, man. They kept calling me over for different cases, different cases, different cases. And I figured out that it was one of the co-defendants that I cut off my case because they was asking me about a murder that wasn't a murder. It was something that I actually lied about. He was the only person that I told that lie to, and they started asking me 1,000 questions about that. That's one to put in your toolbox. Until next time, this is Gangsta Astrology and Rap Beats. Deuces! So BG has Libra sun sign. He has a Pisces moon sign, and I believe that he has Sagittarius Mars. So that means that his Mars is making a square to his moon, and usually that makes somebody kind of hypersensitive a little bit or aggressively emotional when it comes to their feelings and stuff like that. I can't say that I really seen that from him, but trusting astrology the way that I do for good reason, I would definitely say that he has some type of emotional hypersensitivity or emotional aggressiveness, even though I've never seen it.